they do invite the CEC oversee.
If you're invited by the county assembly as CEO of the county of Kitui, would you appear?
I will think about it. What is the issue? Why should they?
Why will you think about it? And yet you head the government of Kitui, which is defined as comprising of the county assembly and executive. In fact, the constitution starts by defining the county assembly before going to the executive. Why would it be easier for a governor to come to Nairobi but not to go before the county assembly of Kitui?
Well, as you indicated earlier, the governor usually addresses the county assembly on a whole range of issues. For example, recently, when a month ago, I delivered my county state of address. And it was a 71-page report, and I was able to deliver it in about 1 hour and 15 minutes, and I covered everything. So if the county assembly wishes to clarify anything relating to any ministry, the CCMs are there. Thank you.
The CEO?
The CEO,
is it the CEO accountable to the people of Kitui through the assembly?
Yes, and also can be accountable through the various branches of the government of Kitui. And the branches have heads. And also they can account also to the people of Kitui and to the people of Kenya.
Are the CCMs elected by the people of Kitui?
Well, they are not elected, but they are appointed.
It is a governor who is elected by the people of Kitui.
Yeah.
Senator Umbua?
And before we go to Senator Umbua,
I will indulge you for a minute, but I'm the one giving directions.
Okay.
Let's get the questions from the Senate.
There is one that is related to what you're asking.
Okay, Vice Chair.
That if you are handling audit reports from the Auditor General and the CEC indicates that I got instruction from the governor, why didn't you appear before the Public Accounts Committee of the Assembly to answer or to clear the air? Why do you think it would be difficult?
Governor?
If it's in the interest of good governance, I will attend. Because the same questions which I am asked here, I can also be asked by the county assembly. But if we mix things up, and when I was asking you to indulge me before Senator Wambua, I wanted to say the governments, if you look at the governments, the national government and the county governments, the way our Constitution Kenya 2010 has set up those governments, really they more or less mirror one another. So if the question you have put to me, as CEO, should I appear? Yes, I can appear. Also, the national government, let the same apply.
I think, Governor, you may be having more degrees than I do, but Article 125 does not require a degree to interpret. On the part of Parliament, it says every House of Parliament and any of its committees has power to summon any person to appear before it for the purpose of giving evidence or providing information. County assemblies have got similar powers to summon any person. Just this morning, we have said we expect expect the speakers of the Senate to summon the president to come and provide evidence of the unethical conduct that has been talking about in the public domain. Any person, Senator Sifuna, is the president above the law?
The proper question is
funds which have been given, appropriated by Parliament. The monies we get, the equitable shares and so forth, they are appropriated by Parliament. that is both the National Assembly and the Senate. So to come, and it's public money, and we are supposed to account for it, particularly when the Auditor General has looked at how we have done things and they have raised certain issues. And the Senate has invited us, as you put, to come and explain ourselves. And I have always, if you look at record, I've always appeared before all the committees. The PIC committee, the PSC committee, and even other departmental committees. Because I believe in constitutionalism, and I also respect Senate. Thank you.
Senator Mburu?
Chair, first things first. Let me put my friend Senator Cherage to order. You know, you don't go misquoting the Bible. I know a friend of his who does that a lot of times. Is a person. Is a person, yes. So the book that he's referring to is that Deuteronomy 28:7. Okay. His one talks about enemies coming against you and God granting that they shall be defeated. And then he says they'll come to you in one direction, but they will flee from you in 7 different directions. Amen. That's the context. Thank you, Chair. I must take a slightly different trajectory. First, to thank the governor of Kitui for making that decision. Well, I mean, he has to make a decision anyway to come on. To come for making the decision to appear, and especially at such a time as this, where there is a lot of accountability. We have a big problem, a seriously big problem, from a section of governors. I want to believe that you are not part of that team, because those people, those persons that are doing that are actually the real enemies of revolution. That when questions of accountability are raised to governors, seek every available excuse. Not to appear before the Senate, and when they are forced to appear, then they choose to besmirch the Senate in public. Governor, I want to hear you. To appear, then they choose to besmirch the Senate in public. Governor, I want to hear you pronounce yourself